If only I could.
To a brand new Let's Play of Creative Minecraft. Today we will be building this structure right here. More of a lookout tower, kind of a rustic-y look. And I'll show you how it's done. Now the second one I built is going to be a little bit bigger than this, because I didn't like how much space I had up top after it was complete, and I didn't quite enjoy the bottom. So whenever we actually do that, the base will be a little bit bigger and have some more room down there. So I like to use darker wood mostly, spruce, and I use oak for quite a bit of it, as well as some jungle wood later on for some detailing. So first I make, I believe, a 12 by 12 box. After I get it sorted out with 10 spots in between each of the corners. Then I go ahead and mirror that around every side. So as we watch that, I'd like to know what you guys think about anything really. Any good videos you've seen lately, or what you want to see out of a channel. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll look over that and look at maybe making some of those things for you. Or if any requests, if you want to see me try to build anything, I'll be more than happy to give it a try. So now I'm going through and taking out the corners and making all of the wood face the same direction, so it's laying down. Then I will chop out the doors as soon as I get that done. Alright, so that gives me the base. So I chop out the double doors on both sides. Then I build up where the actual start of the house will be from the corners of the inside to give it some depth. I think I would go up 6 blocks each of those. Then I just connect them all. I bring up where the inches will be up to 1 under the top of the floor, so I can still expand the floor out later on. Then that gives us the general frame of the base right there. So from there I will take some oak stairs and go around, or I'll start trying to make the stairs. So I go through a few different types before I actually decide on the one I want to do for this build. So here I'm trying to make it wrap around the edge, so I'd have an open spot in the middle, but after doing that I realize it goes across the door. So try to expand out a little bit longer and see if I can maybe wrap it around, but then realize it's going to go over the next door if I do that too. So don't really like the way it looks either, so try to play with it a little bit more and see how it works, but not a big fan of it. So from there, I scrap it. And see about going just down through the middle. So I could have an open floor that's only or open, but there's just the hole in that top corner where the stairs would interrupt. But the stairs didn't place too well on that, and it wasn't that great of a design. Just kind of threw it up there to see how it would work. So from that point I decided just to make a spiral staircase from the center. Just build that all the way up around the top, and then that leaves us some open spot that we can put some storage chests down below underneath whenever we're done with that. So I'm going to set the time to day. Always get those mixed up. And then I just fill in the floor around that. And after a little bit later, when I realized, or I noticed, don't like how the tone of the wood is so light through and through, I decided to go through and make a checkerboard pattern with some jungle wood to kind of give it some tone variation, as well as making that pillar out of jungle wood slabs. So from here I decided to expand out. I believe 3 blocks on 3 deep on each side is what it ends up being, I believe. Might just be the 2 actually. I'll fix that mistake in a second. I didn't catch it the first time I went through. So I'm just going to go through and fill all these in. Then from there I take the spruce and I go out 1 more from the original square. Then go up 6 more, I believe. 6 more. Then I start working on my favorite part of it, which is the roof. So I go out 1 from that, and then just out 1 and up 1 to make the stair pattern until they reach in the middle. And then just destroy the block that's holding the next block up, so it's just a diagonal path like that. For me, this is my favorite part of the entire build. It really opens up the top where you'll your living area will be primarily. And then off of this design, you can do the same thing and do like a smaller platform with the same kind of roof pattern and floor pattern, but put like another portal on it, or an enchanting one out from that, connect it with bridges, which will probably be what I'm going to do next. So right there I tried to see if the top would look better, but decided I didn't like it as much, so I just put it back and continue the pattern up. Just like that. Then you just start putting down the roof pieces after that. So, I like to put the pieces around the edge like that to kind of give it some texture to it, so it's not just flat and boring. So I do the two on the face that are facing down, and then the one in the corner upside down. And then I just put all the upside down ones on the slabs, or on the wood blocks that are already there as the frame. There we are. That just gives it a nice shape and a little overhang from the roof. I tried to play with that spot for a minute, but I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do, so I ended up just putting a solid oak block down in that hole. Just like that. And then I continue the stairs upward and putting the corner pieces in upside down like we did on the edge of the wooden pillars, to give the roof some shape as well. Just like that. Then I repeat the pattern around all 4 times. Just like so. And you could do anything you wanted with this part. If you wanted to build it one way or another, whatever style suits your world or what you enjoy. This is just what I chose to do. Freehanded the entire thing and made it up as I went, and ended up liking what I had created. So I like all the little animals around here. Put some life in the nature around us. Go through and do a farm on each of the or do a farm or a garden or whatever on the 4 different sides on the ground level. Then with the towers connecting, you could have like a whole little village. Which I think would be pretty cool to actually build. I'll probably go through and do that if you guys want to see that. Another thing you can do with the roof is wooden slabs, or putting the stairs upside down, or mixing up the colors on them to kind of give it some more color variation as well, different tones. But that's again completely up to your preference, so whatever you choose to do with it. Then I fill in the top with glass to make it more open and let the natural light light it up during the day. just like that. And that is the roof. So from there I go down on the bottom of each of these and put the upside down stair blocks in the corners of those frame pieces just to give it some more shape, and I use a dark oak, or spruce it is, I believe, to give it some more color variation. Kind of makes it all just stick together nicer, I guess you could say. Looks like it fits better. And then from there we're pretty much done with the build. All we have to do now is decorate and add a few more pieces on the bottom that we'll do in the end. So I like to decorate with the spruce fence gates. I think it looks nicer than the regular fences. But up to your preference as well. You could do an entire different color scheme of different woods and tones, or whatever biome you're in, match it for that, and it'd really work however you wanted to do it. From here we start furnishing, so I like to put the furnaces in the corners and then just hit shift and you can put those on top of there. Then I take the corner pieces of the frame, where you can, that one right there, and put the crafting table in there, and that gives it something better than just the flat piece of wood. And this is when I decide I don't like the color, so I take that out and select the jungle wood block. I stuck it up there to kind of see how I liked it. Then I made the checkerboard pattern afterwards, which kind of broke it up a little better. Makes it a little more interesting to look at. So I go through and replace all of the odd pieces with the jungle wood. Then I fill the pillar in. Just like so. And decide with all this open space down here, I could put my storage, all the chests down there. Now if you're doing this online or on a multiplayer server, you probably wouldn't want to put those down there because you could easily get raided or people could steal it pretty easily, but for a single player world, it'd make a good use of that space. You could even go up the walls higher if you wanted to, give you that much more storage, but lots of storage room below. And then from the top, you can furnish it even more. With the furnaces, I like to do the cobblestone walls and just put those on top of there, kind of like their chimneys, I could say. Some ventilation for them. Build that out through the roof. And then I change up the shape a little bit, make it kind of flow a little better. chimney on top of that. There's all kinds of different ways you could build your chimney if you didn't like one style or another, or make it taller, or whatever you want to do with it. Alright. You can start decorating, throw a couple anvils down by there. Lay your bed down in a corner, put down an ender chest, start filling up and take up some space. Gotta make sure you have your music. Good a spot as any. Didn't really like the armor stands in the corner, so I would just put them around the top of the pillar facing out in opposite directions, and then grab each set of armor and put the besides the leather, and put the silver ones opposite from each other diagonally, and the gold and diamond opposite from each other diagonally, so it's not toned too oddly. Just like that. Then I'll grab the diamond armor and gold armor. And just repeat the process on the other two. And it kind of breaks them up a bit. From there I go around and put down the fence around the edge, so don't fall down there if you're not meaning to. Then enclose these guys. It's more of a display. Still totally functional though. Go through and add light. Prevent any mobs from spawning up there, getting in. Then go around and light up the rest of your or home. And just go through and light it all up. And there we go. Decorated and lit up. So from there, I decide that the wooden around the bottom is a little plain, so I take some oak slabs, I believe, and then I put the cobweb up on the chimney to simulate smoke. So you just kind of spam it up there, then delete some of them so it looks a little more wispy, or you can even leave it thicker or however you choose to. I like to break it up a little bit so it doesn't look like it's just two chunks stuck together. There we go. Grab the spruce steps and then just begin to go around the bottom. And that'll be all I do for this house. So if you liked it and enjoyed it, give a like and subscribe. If you want to see more, comment what you want to see me build down below. You will also find a Twitter link in the description, as well as a link to Minecraft. If you don't already own it, you can purchase it for yourself. So you guys have a good one, and hope you enjoy.